everyone! Today we are going to discuss another lesson, but before that, I would like to share to you my favorite throwback photo. This is quite heavy, but I still would like to present this one to you. I hope you seeing what I'm seeing here. A very solid father and a very devoted mother. This is my favorite photo. Actually, you might be saying this is not a photo, but a painting, because this is taken from the photo of my parents. This is my throwback photo, one of my favorites, because it always brings back memories. It always rushes emotions. I guess that's probably the reason why we love to post throwback photos on our FB wall, right? Because truly, pictures speaks 1,000 words. And speaking of pictures, we will be discussing today how influential is visual media and audio media, especially in its power to persuade, to affect, to make, or to break a person. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that at the end of the video, I am expecting you as well to enumerate the 4 selection criteria in identifying whether the visual and audio material is good or not. So, shall we roll now?
Let us begin the discussion by defining what visual media is. Accordingly, symbols, pictures, icons, signs and others that communicate with one's sense is a visual media. Under it are 4 kinds. Ideograms as visual media are symbols, logos, and signs. So traffic lights exemplify a visual media, for the lights convey information. When the green light is on, it informs passerby to go. Red light on the other hand informs people to stop. A wine glass with a crack is a symbol telling that the object is fragile, therefore it should be handled with care. Statistical visualization are charts and graphs that tell data. For instance, learners' performance in assessment can be conveyed using the bar graph. Pie chart may tell an information of the nation's population. Pictures, which are photography, paintings, drawing and the likes, used widely by people to express their sentiments, ideals, and opinions. Take for one Pablo Picasso, a legendary Spanish painter and co-founder of Cubism, who expressed abhorrence towards war using his painting Guernica. The painting as a visual media presents his arguments that war is evil and it should never happen again. Ai Weiwei, a Chinese political activist, exposed Chinese government corruption using his photos. Graphic design is the last visual media kind that communicates information. Under it are infographics, posters and graphic advertisements. Best examples of infographics are Department of Health's campaigns on firecrackers used especially during Christmas holidays. Dengue campaign is also intensified by Douyin using infographics. Besides visual media, audio media also conveys definite information. It is defined as sounds heard on a recording or broadcast, sound effects, music, songs, newscasts, public service announcements, speeches and the likes are all examples of audio information. Incidentally, just like visual media, audio information has 4 kinds. Music basically are songs or rhythms aired on the radio, streamed online, or bought in record stores, or digital music stores tell of information. Radio newscasts are news clips, or articles delivered by radio journalists are audio information. One example of this is the program Double A Said Double B. Double A pertaining to radio and TV journalist Arnold Clavio, and TV personality Ali Sato. Double B refers to radio station DZBB, which aired their program. Public service announcements 0R, PSAS, as audio information are messages disseminated by radio without charge that aims to raise people's awareness regarding a certain political issue. For instance, Meralco channels their announcements on the radio. Mainland also uses audio to disseminate their schedule to public. Radio commercials and radio dramas are also means of audio information. Gabi Ng Ligam for one is a radio horror drama. Negro Bandita is also a popular radio program. In addition, TV commercials are also heard on the radio since they deliver information. But with the present situation where technology dictates trends, do visual and audio media still hold certain power in people? Well, believe it or not, they still do. In fact, the power of these media can be boiled down to four: power to persuade, to affect, make and break a person. Visual media's dominance is especially felt during campaign elections, is obvious with the way politicians capture every move they make to persuade people, to persuade voters to for them. The swastika emblem has huge effect to Jews during the Nazi reign in World War II. The sight of the emblem as historical old, created terror among the Jews. The hammer and sickle symbolizes communism, as such foreign visitors upon seeing the symbol in a certain country created the feel of worry and concern among them. Pablo Picasso's Guernica made him a household name, a proof that visual media can make a person, but the flip side of the coin is that visual media can as well break a person, since critics called Picasso's work as the work of a madman. But during the height of EDSA revolution, Jaime Cardinalson instead used the power of audio to persuade Filipinos to participate in a bloodless revolution. This historical event in our nation's history clearly encapsulates the power of audio media in persuading Filipino people to make their stand. Music besides radio also has the power to influence people, such that when Jose Corazon de Jesus sang Bayan-Co, it fueled the protest of many Filipinos to overthrow the then President Ferdinand Marcos. But you should know that as media and information literate, it is your duty to select media materials which are valid and reliable, which we will discuss on the next video. But before I call this a wrap, I hope that you still remember the task I presented early on the video. By the way, in order to be notified for the next video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. So it's a wrap. This is Miss Maudie, signing off. Goodbye and God bless.